Welcome on the journey, Sagittarius. Happy New Year. Happy 2024 to you. It's an 8-year, which is a year full of adventure, but it's a year also you have to be very strong. A lot of us are having to deal with a lot of responsibilities and the reality of time and the constructs of our society that we have generated. But those of us who are here also know that there's a timeless and a formless that we are. And here you have the scribe. Now it came out sideways. This is 12, and in this deck, the Dreams of Gaia, it's a little different. So in looking at this, I feel that you hold the secrets of the universe. I feel like you know a lot, and you can see a lot, and you've experienced a lot. And every part of you radiates this secret knowledge, this sacred knowledge. And there's a lot of power in that. You're very connected to the universe. And I see a bee here and feathers. This is you connecting into source energy. And I have been trying to do your reading for probably about a week now, where there was just no movement. And I feel that you're going through a lot. There's something you're meant to bring forward and to write about. So I'm wondering what that is for you. Looking at the 12 numerology, that's a 3, which is all about communication and creativity, and also working with groups of people. It's also the card of the Empress. And so this is about abundance. It could be about writing about your childhood. Maybe you've had an interesting childhood to do with your parents. I feel that there is something that you are meant to bring forward. And I can feel the energy of this writing a book, maybe blogging, sharing something here. Ooh, fascinating card to get first. Let's get another one of these. If you have joined me before, you'll notice that I'm a little bit more unconventional in that I just go with different cards every time and I follow guidance. You have the feather. Oh, not the feather, but isn't that a Freudian slip? So there's something about a feather. And maybe you're going to be seeing this as a sign that happens when we have the father here, 5. To me, the father is the Hierophant energy. And maybe it is your actual father. Or it could be about the traditions and the way you've been told that you had to fit in. But this is where you need to have the courage to stand out, to be bold, to take the lead on something. And to me, it looks like the fellow has the sun in his hands. Happiness you have, and maybe if you are a masculine energy that is listening to this, maybe this is you becoming a father or taking on the duties and the responsibilities of the father. Or for some of you, maybe this is what you're going to be writing about. I felt like the Empress energy, and now I'm picking up on the Hierophant, the father energy. So maybe you're going to write about your childhood. You've come a long way since childhood, but I feel that there's the ghosts of the past that are still haunting you. There are things to do with maybe your father or your mother that you need to look at, that is coming through from your brow chakra, your third eye chakra. And so maybe you have some challenges as far as balance. And I'm not talking physical balance, but I'm talking maybe moderation, keeping yourself in balance. There's a lot of root chakra energy. So maybe a lot of you could be experiencing sleep issues. And maybe some of you have been having some reproductive challenges, or maybe putting on a little weight, and it's time to get moving with this 2024 energy of taking action with the 8, having that strength, taking control, but of your health, self-love, loving yourself enough to know that your body is your temple that needs to take you far. All right, I'm being asked to get another card. I'm really loving this deck. All right, what do we have? Ooh, union. 13. So you might be in union with a Scorpio. There might be a Taurus here as well for some of you. I feel though that this is a union with yourself, that you are on a journey, as we all are, but you're starting to come into union with yourself, your masculine and your feminine energies. And so mother, father, masculine, feminine energies. That is what needs to be balanced. And so the butterfly of transformation is over her root chakra. So there may be an imbalance in the root chakra. And so this is where there's that need for safety and stability and grounding, because something I feel happened in your childhood that has been putting you into survival mode, where just even the smallest trigger from another person around you, maybe a partner or just your colleagues or anybody around you, there are things that are starting to trigger these big reactions in you that you may be needing to look at. Or for some of you may need to journal about it, to write it down, to get it out, to release the energy that you've been sitting on. Spirit is guiding you. You have the hawk, the eagle here, and the wolf. So maybe you feel a little bit alone, and this is a lone wolf journey. It is a journey of the self. For others of you, you may be coming into union with your divine feminine or divine masculine. And there's going to be a lot of responsibilities in that. Being a parent, stepping up, taking care of people, taking care of your lioness or lion, having that courage. Anything else? Let's get one more. Ooh, you have the 4 of water, so the 4 of cups. I feel that you have been looking in every direction. He's looking into the mirror, and you've been looking into the mirror, and you have been feeling a lot of feelings lately. Lots is surfacing for you. And that's part of what I'm talking about with the triggering. I feel that people are mirroring you. So you may feel that people are coming at you, but these are the energies that you are seeing in other people because they're reflecting back to you a pattern maybe that you learned and you felt in childhood. It's time to, I feel even that one of your eyes, one of this fellow's eyes is covered over. Things have been cloudy, things have been out of balance. And with that 4 of Cups energy, that is apathy. That's feeling unfulfilled. That is having things that you wanted to happen, like maybe have a father figure that left the picture. Maybe you had a father figure that was an absent father. Something there with the father. And maybe your father was a writer, not sure. I feel your stability is really being affected. And of course there's this motorcycle who's just like revving it up over here. So sometimes I feel that people are mirroring back to you and you're just revving it up. There's this fire in you. I can see his red roots, his hair here. Things have been fiery, but be careful with that wand that you have here with the sun. You can burn people with that, with your words. So how you communicate, what you say is a really big key in the situation. And maybe what you're thinking too, because the antennas that he has here in his third eye chakra, you're picking up on the feelings of others, and maybe you're not yet in tune with the fact that your energy is absorbing other people's energy. Interesting. I'm going to dig into the archetype cards, and I haven't used these cards for a long time, but for your reading, maybe it's the red, that fire, that root energy that needs to come out here. Needing to have some optimism. This is going to be a year of expansion for you. A year maybe of travel, of learning, maybe publishing a book, Sagittarius. I'm excited for some of you. I can feel it, that you're going to work on it. I can feel it. What do we have? Ooh, the Fool is that energy of this hope, taking chances, new beginnings and travel. But it's also learning how to reveal your feelings, to take off the mask. The Fool is taking off the mask. It's maybe you like to help people laugh. Maybe you like to joke about things, but really deep down inside, you're drowning in your emotions and you're feeling depressed. So if that is the case, maybe this is time right now not to cover those wounds, but to talk about those truths that you may be denying yourself right now, because there's something, like I said, that you're a survivor of. For whoever I'm tuning into, you're a survivor of something, and you've held up the mask for so long you don't even know who you are anymore. But I think that you do. I think that you do. There's something I'm seeing. What else? Are there any other cards for Sag? Child, eternal. So the light attribute is, this is the determination to remain young in your body, mind, and spirit. The ability to see things with fresh eyes. And there is something to do with the eye, the eyes. There's eyes all over the place. There's eyes in this statue here. There's an eye up here. It's about seeing things with fresh eyes. So instead of looking at what you've come through in the patterns of your childhood, it's time now to grow up, to be responsible, and to let go of codependency. Let go of these patterns that you've been living. To understand that you need to be stable. You need stability. You need to be able to express your feelings here. And so for some of you, you may need to talk to a counselor, or like I said, write it down, write a book, blog about it, start a YouTube channel to talk about things that you've gone through in your childhood. You may be able to help other people and inspire other people. And yes, there's tons of people doing that out there, but your voice is your voice, and it is to be honored too. Your feelings, your emotions, your experiences are unique to you. but we all have a consciousness, a one consciousness too, that we all connect into, and we're all connected interdependently. So we can help each other in different ways, in whatever, just the smallest of ways. Let's look at a gemstone for healing. What is a gemstone that could benefit Sagittarius? What is a gemstone that could benefit Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Come on, Sagittarius. Don't hold back on those emotions. Let them come to the surface. Let them flow. Go with the flow. Spirit is saying, go with the flow. Let some things go. Have a little more, look at things differently. Take care of your body. Ooh, humility, amethyst. And I have my beautiful amethyst always by my side when I'm doing readings to keep me calm, because this helps with those excessive emotions. It reminds me of you wanting to change the world. You want to make the world a better place for other people. You love to help people. But really, it boils down to, are you able to help yourself first? Because you might be coming off as being a bit blunt, as many Sagittarians do. And I have Sagittarius, I'm a cusper, Scorpio Sag. And just in saying things, maybe you like to be in control, like the father energy, but it comes off as a little bit controlling. So maybe it's a bit micromanaging, and maybe you just need to let go of stay in your own lane and let other people fend for themselves unless they ask you for your help. Or maybe you could offer by asking them a question. But that assumptions and getting angry and fire, fire, this will help you to balance that anger you might feel that just comes out of nowhere because of these anxieties that you carry, this fear. Maybe you have some abandonment wounds because you did have a parent leave. Or you had a parent who threatened to leave. There could have been a lot of unrest and just a lot of feeling of fight or flight in your life. And maybe a lot of you have used various substances of every kind, including food, and maybe that's why you've put on a little bit of weight to protect yourself. So this can help support you in overcoming addictions and bad habits. And also amethyst brings protection and peace and that feeling of stability that you may need at this time. All right, let's get you a spirit animal. Love animals. And maybe you love animals, maybe need to have an animal in your life. Maybe that's what you're missing, is that connection in some way to spirit through the love, unconditional love that animals have. You have crow. You are transforming. You're going through this change, but right now I feel that you're at the beginning of your journey, and there's a lot to learn. I feel as if people have their clutches in you because the crow is holding on to this glowing ball. And so maybe people have had they've been controlling you for so long and telling you how to be. And maybe you've been in darkness. Maybe you grew up in darkness in your childhood. And there's been so much darkness. But you can at times glimpse a little glow of happiness, potential happiness, But then I feel that there's this part of you that when you see that, you get scared, you get insecure, and then you sabotage it by pushing people away. You destroy it before people can destroy you, because that's that patterning of fight or flight. It's that codependency patterning that is part of some of your ancestral wounding. My life works beautifully. Everything in my life works now and forevermore. The point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Today's thoughts create my future. I am in charge. I now take my own power back. I am safe. I am free. I think that that's what I'm feeling, is that you are starting to take your power back. You're starting to see that this is your life. This is your life, and you are here. And you maybe have been so hypersensitive, but now you're free here. So repeat that. I am safe. I am free. I am safe. I am free. And you can also say things like, all energies that are not mine, I send back to the source. Ooh, and I just saw this on top here. I can release the past and forgive everyone. So there are definitely some challenges here. The rose is a little saggy. It needs a little bit of love. It needs a little bit of watering. It needs a little bit of tending. Your garden is a little bit in need of attending. I free myself and everyone in my life from old past hurts. They are free, and I am free to move into new glorious experiences. And let's get you another card over here. It isn't the mountains ahead to climb that wear you out. It's the pebble in your shoe. Those minor irritants. And it's the crow holding on to this little glowing ball. It's mine. It's Ravynne, right? It's crow, the story of the light. Wanting all of the light to themselves. Holding on to things. So set an intention today to focus on the details of everything you do. Think about your intention as you sit in a comfortable position and place your hands on your heart and do some breathing. So ask yourself, what's the pebble in your shoe that's keeping you from your own mountain? Taking your power back. You need to learn how to select your thoughts just the same way you select your clothes every day. This is a power you can cultivate. So focus on releasing negative thoughts with this exercise. So do some breathing again. And each time you notice a negative thought, release it and replace it with a positive affirmation. Something like, I am safe. I am free. I am safe. I am free. To calm down your nervous system from this fight or flight response, because it's wearing you out, Sagittarius. I can tell it's wearing you out. Let's get you a blessing. What is the blessing for Sag? What is the blessing for Sag? All right. You have some blessings in for Sag. We have a blessing on your love. It's an 8. This is the year. Blessing on love, a blessing on your day, being in the present moment, a blessing on your intuition. So follow that gut feeling. You are starting to become who you were born to be. Happy, happiness. We are born to be joyful beings, not to be depressed and sad, and to be chronically in depression or in a battle. And that this is what it's saying, a blessing for support. So you have these enemies to conquer in and out of yourself. So your health needs to improve. Maybe there are people around you who you could talk to, communicate, because we also have the 39, which is a 12, which is all about communication. Again, it's a 3. So going out with people, maybe getting some group therapy for some of you. Instead of just one-to-one, maybe going and joining a group therapy would be good for you in in some way, a support group for something. And you have a blessing for solace and hope. You're going through a lot of big changes. This is 5 energy. So there may be little control, but just remember, Sag, that you are alive. So breathe in, breathe out. You have so much to be grateful for in just being alive, just being here. Right now, whatever you're going through, and a lot of you might be grieving the loss of someone in your life. Maybe you did lose a mother or a father. So at this time, nature is really important, and the music you listen to, and support of your friends and family. Just having someone give you a hug or offering someone a hug. And maybe just listening. And instead of engaging or tit for tat kind of struggle with ping pong of like a partner battle that can happen so very easily, or with children, I see it happen all the time as well, that it's just, well, no, you, and it's everybody blames each other. No, you did it. No, they didn't, you. Instead, it's like, I feel frustrated. I feel like I need some support here. I'm feeling upset. And we can just listen to the person across from us and offer our support by just listening, not offering any advice. And maybe that's what you want too. And I just saw 2727. So that is an angel number for somebody to look up. Well, with that, Sag, I really actually enjoyed this reading so much. I'm so glad we're here together in resonance, and I hope you have a wonderful beginning to your 2024 until we meet again on the journey. Take care. Bye.